First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rukwakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, sincerely teaching this word in sincerity and truth. A big shout out to all you Akim tuning in. This is Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. So, going back to 20, thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned or never be remembered. Let's go back. Let's go up to read from verse 10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? As Uncle Esau, is he going to become like the Israelites? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? Yeah. So, devil's counterpart, he was cut down, and you did weaken the nations. But now you are cut down yourself. For thou said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. That's to say, that's to say, the cross references the congregation. I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne, and the stars of God. I will sit also on the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee. That's like squinting on you, you know what I mean? Like when people give you that side eye. And consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake the kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch. That's to say, all the kings of the nations, all the other nations, all of them, even all of them, not excepting one, lie in glory. That's to say, they reside where they rest. It's glorious. They remembered nicely. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword that go into the stones of a pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people, so as he will not be remembered. He will not be renowned. His legacy shall be a shameful thing. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial. Thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. But they do not rise nor possess. So we're talking about not only are the fathers of Esau to be unremembered or a shameful thing, will lie not in glory, but the children will be put to the sword. So there'll be no hope for the future. But they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. This land is an amazing thing, The land is an alive thing. It requires like justice. 22. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and will cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. There'll be nothing to remember by, not even the name or survivors or and son and nephew, that is to say, or people that might inherit, or maybe even people that might distantly inherit, says the Lord. I will make it a possession for the bitten and pools of water. I will sweep it with the bosom of destruction, says the Lord. That's to cleanse in the land of Babylon with the besom of destruction. Cleanse in the land of Babylon through destruction. The Lord of hosts hath sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand. That is to say, it will do the what. It says in the scriptures that my word does not return to me empty. Is roughly paraphrasing. That is to say, what the Lord wills will happen, will come to pass. That I will break the Assyrian in my land, and upon my mountains tread him underfoot. Then shall his yoke depart from off them, and his burden depart from their shoulders. The Assyrians being those that co-opted with Esau to enslave, the Israelites. This is the purpose that is purposed upon the whole earth, and this is the hand that is stretched out upon all nations. For the Lord of hosts has purposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? So this is going to happen everywhere, and then nobody can stop it, and nobody can hide from it, and nobody can be outside of its reach. In the year that King Ahaz died was his burden. In the year that King Ahaz died was this burden. Rejoice not thou, whole Palestina, because the rod of him that smote thee is broken. For out of the serpent's root shall come forth a flying cockatrice, and his fruit shall be a fiery flying serpent. So, I can't really break that down. And the firstborn of the poor shall feed, and the needy shall lie down in safety, and I will kill thy root with famine, and he shall slay thy remnant. Howl, O gate, cry, O city, thou whole Palestine art dissolved, for there shall come from the north a smoke, and none shall be alone in his appointed times. What shall one then answer the messengers of the nation? That Yahweh hath founded Zion, and the poor of his people shall trust in it. Yeah, I'm going to shut off there, giving all praises to Yahweh Bahashim.